welcome to this channel. Today, I bring you an extraordinary retelling of a story that has lived in our hearts for generations, the story of the tortoise and the rabbit. But this is not the short version you might have heard as a child. This is the deeper, longer, and more inspiring journey of two very different creatures, their rivalry, their struggles, and the lessons they left behind for all of us. Once upon a time, in a beautiful forest full of tall trees, singing birds, and clear rivers, lived a rabbit and a tortoise. The rabbit was fast, agile, and admired by many for his speed. Everywhere he went, animals spoke about how quickly he could run, how easily he could escape danger, and how powerful his legs were. He was proud, sometimes even arrogant about his talent. He loved showing off his speed and enjoyed racing with others, always finishing first. The tortoise, on the other hand, was slow, steady, and quiet. He carried his home on his back, moved at his own gentle pace, and rarely competed with anyone. Most animals in the forest overlooked him. Some laughed at him, saying he would never achieve anything big because of his slowness. But inside the tortoise's calm heart lived something powerful: patience, persistence, and unshakable determination. One day, as the animals gathered in the forest clearing, the rabbit was boasting once again. "No one can run faster than me," he declared. "I am the champion of this forest, and no creature can beat me in a race." The crowd of animals clapped and cheered, some in awe, some simply amused by his overconfidence. The tortoise, who was quietly watching from a distance, finally spoke up in his calm voice. "Rabbit," he said, "you may be fast, but speed alone does not guarantee victory. I may be slow, but I believe that with persistence and focus, I can also win a race." The forest burst into laughter. How could the slow, heavy tortoise challenge the lightning-fast rabbit? Even the rabbit laughed so hard that tears rolled down his cheeks. "You beat me? That's impossible," he chuckled. "But fine, if you insist, let's race tomorrow. I'll show everyone the difference between a rocket and a snail." The tortoise simply nodded, his eyes calm and steady. "We shall see tomorrow," he said. The next morning, the forest was buzzing with excitement. Animals from every corner gathered to witness the unusual race. Birds perched high in the trees, monkeys swung from branches, deer, elephants, and even tiny squirrels came to watch. The start and finish lines were marked clearly. The race would begin at the edge of the meadow, go through the thick forest trail, cross a small stream, and end near the big banyan tree at the heart of the forest. The referee, a wise old owl, gave the signal, and the race began. The rabbit dashed forward like a streak of lightning. His powerful legs carried him far ahead in seconds. The crowd gasped at his speed, clapping and cheering. The tortoise, meanwhile, took his first slow steps, steady and calm, eyes focused only on the path ahead. He didn't look at the crowd, didn't care about the laughter, and didn't compare himself to the rabbit. Step by step, he moved forward. Within minutes, the rabbit was so far ahead that the tortoise was not even visible behind him. "This is too easy!" The rabbit thought to himself, slowing down. "That tortoise will take ages to even reach halfway. Why not rest for a while? I have plenty of time." With that thought, he stretched out under a shady tree, closed his eyes, and quickly fell into a deep, comfortable sleep. The tortoise, meanwhile, kept moving. Slowly but surely, he crossed the meadow, entered the forest trail, and carefully made his way forward. He never rushed, never stopped unnecessarily, and never doubted himself. His heart whispered, "Keep going. Do not give up. Every step brings you closer." Hours passed. The rabbit slept soundly, dreaming of victory and applause. The tortoise, though tired, never stopped. He crossed the stream, dragging himself with steady effort, and climbed the slope toward the finish line. His body was heavy, his legs ached, but his spirit was strong. Finally, as the sun began to lower in the sky, the rabbit woke up. He stretched, yawned, and laughed to himself. The tortoise must still be far behind. Let me finish this race quickly and show everyone how superior I am. With that, he He sprinted forward, confident as ever. But as he neared the banyan tree, his eyes widened in shock. There, right in front of him, was the tortoise, only a few steps away from the finish line. The crowd was cheering loudly, encouraging the tortoise, who was now giving his final push with all his strength. The rabbit ran as fast as he could, but it was too late. The tortoise, slow but steady, crossed the finish line first. The forest erupted in applause, the birds sang in joy, and the tortoise smiled humbly. The rabbit stood still, ashamed and humbled. He had lost, not because he lacked talent, but because he underestimated his opponent, overestimated himself, and lacked discipline. The owl declared, "Today, the tortoise has taught us all a valuable lesson. Consistency and determination are stronger than arrogance and laziness. Speed means nothing if you stop moving. The one who keeps going, no matter how slow, always wins in the end." The rabbit hung his head, but deep down he knew the owl was right. From that day forward, he changed his ways. He learned humility, respected others, and practiced discipline. The tortoise, on the other hand, became a hero in the forest. Animals no longer laughed at his slowness. They admired him for his strength of spirit, his perseverance, and his victory against the odds. The story of the tortoise and the rabbit spread far beyond the forest. Generations of animals retold it, passing down its wisdom. And even today, when we feel discouraged, when life seems too slow, or when others seem far ahead of us, we can remember the tortoise. Step by step, with patience and persistence, victory is always possible. So remember, life is not about who starts fastest. It is about who keeps going, who never quits, and who finishes strong. Whether in school, career, dreams, or personal goals, success does not come to those who rush and rest. It comes to those who move forward with steady faith. Thank you for watching. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more beautiful stories like this.